Hello, welcome to Brake Check. I'm Craig, and this is a Brake Check Tour Comparo edition. We've got the 2021 Ford Bronco Black Diamond with the Sasquatch package, and we've got a 2018 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, both from Schottenkirk in Granbury. Check out our man Charles Brockman for more. He can definitely hook you up, and they've got a lot of cars to play with, so go check them out. So we're just going to focus on the differences between these two. Let's just start with what's under the hood. What's under the hood of these bad boys? In the Bronco, we've got the 2.3 four-cylinder turbo. Very adequate, very nice turbo sounds on the highway. That's a lot of fun. It's gonna get you about 18 miles a gallon, city or highway. Doesn't really matter what you do. Underneath this bad boy, you got a 3.6 Pentastar V6, tried and true in many applications. And well, your mileage is gonna be about the same. So, and as they always say, your mileage may vary. So tied to those, we've got the 8-speed ZF in the Jeep. Beautiful transmission. I'm just gonna say it's a beautiful transmission. In the Ford, we've got the co-developed with GM 10-speed. You know, and it works well too. They've paired it with a 4.7 final drive ratio, and it works. So they've done a good job there. Congrats to Ford on getting that figured out. Let's move on down a little bit. We've got some differences in these bumpers. In the bumper in the Bronco, we've got a steel, sturdy, modular. I think, Brian, these might be tow hooks. I'm not sure. We'll let the viewers tell us. I'm not really sure what those are. Moving on to the Jeep though, we've got well, this is a little more plastic. It's not steel, it's not as modular. But you know what it does have? It's got red tow hooks. That's what those are. Those are tow hooks. It's very easy to tell and very easy to find them.
That means they work.
That means they work. Moving on back to the fenders, we got a little bit of a difference here. They're both really tall. They can fit a pretty tall tire under both of them. We actually got 35s with the Sasquatch package on the Ford. We've got 33s, BFGs with the Rubicon. Plenty of room under both of those for some tall, big boy tires. Here's the advantage of the Bronco though. You can actually take this off real easy, this fender, and it kind of snaps on and it snaps off. Not so much on the Jeep. What you do get in the Jeep that you don't get on the Ford though, you get a front disconnecting sway bar. They both have front locking diffs and rear locking diffs, but you can disconnect the sway bar on the Jeep, so that's definitely an advantage there. Moving on back a little bit, you do get the rock sliders on both of them, and they're metal on both. There's the Ford, metal on the Jeep, very sturdy, very handy. Differences I want to point out over here on the Ford, we've got a soft top. You can get a hard top. You may have read on the internet that there's some issues with the hard top, but you know, that's part of it. That's just life. This was pretty cool. It opens back a little bit like a convertible, kind of like that. But over here on the Jeep, you got the
Freedom tops.
Freedom tops, appropriately named Freedom tops, and they're quiet and they're easy to come off. Pretty handy. Do like that a lot. The interior on the Bronco, a little easier to wash down. It's got this special material on the seats, and it's very easy to wipe down. The floorboard is very easy to hose out. Jeep's got cloth. It's a little bit more cumbersome and a little harder to do there. Up front, we've got two different setups. We've got IFS over here. We've got solid axle over here. What does that mean? If you're in the off-road world, you know what that means, but for those, just a really quick synopsis. Solid axle, you get more articulation. You got less chance of a wheel not touching the ground, but it affects you on your highway. You're gonna drift maybe a little bit, and we've noticed that just a little bit in this. IFS, independent suspension. They're not tied together. It means you'll get a little bit better on highway ride, and we did notice that as well. Moving on back, we've got differences with the doors and the mirrors. You can take the doors off both of them, which is awesome. Let's just say that's what's cool about both these cars. On the Ford, they engineered that mirror. It's way up here. It's up on the A-pillar. That means that mirror stays, so it doesn't go anywhere. You can see the door opens, and it's not attached to the door. Going over to the Jeep, you got to take the doors off, and you can see real quick that mirror is coming with it. So you're gonna roll the doors off. You're not gonna have any mirrors. I'm sure there's attachments to get around that, but it is what it is. Moving on down here, Brian, I don't know if you can see, but the trailing arm is tucked up. It's nice and tight, almost hard to find probably with the camera. Not in the way when you're off-roading. Over here, we got a beefy one with the Ford. It's a trailing arm, but it is way out here. It is pushed far forward and it is low. That's actually probably your ground clearance right there. And that's gonna drag on some stuff, and we've done it on the trail before. All right, notice a little difference with these doors. This one's missing something. This one's got something. What does that mean? Why does that matter? It matters because you can take the door off this sucker and you can actually put it in the back of the Bronco. It can go with you. You don't have to worry about anybody stealing it or scratching it or who knows, something happening to it. This one, you're gonna have to chain it to a tree and hope nobody takes it. So that's the difference between these two. Also, External hinges, good and bad. I like the clean design on the Ford. You don't see it, but what it means is this is easy to take on and off. That's what that means.
One-man deal.
One-man show all by yourself. Ford, you can't see it. It's actually inside, which is a cleaner design and is protected from the weather. I'll give you all that. But you are not putting these suckers on by yourself. You better have 2 people to help you do it. So don't take the doors off by yourself. All right, let's talk about the back seat. Some key differences here. Let's get in on back here. First off, you get in the back and, well, legroom and seating position about the same. It's really not that bad. I'm hitting my head on this little accessory here, but that's just an accessory. Normally you wouldn't do that. But there's a main difference right here where it says no step. I don't know if you can see that. It's okay if you can't. But that also means there's no AC. It's no step and no AC. So I just want to point that out. But as far as flipping the seat up, two-handed operation. You've got to, or two-step. You got to put the headrest down, pull the lever, and then it goes down pretty easily. So let's go see what the Jeep looks like. Moving on over to the Jeep. Again, legroom about the same. Headroom about the same as well. But what you do back, you don't have a no step, but you do have rear vents, rear AC. Big key difference.
If you have kids, that matters.
That matters a lot. So how do you fold the seats down? Real easy. I think they stole some of this from the minivan days, but you just pull the lever down and it just goes down. It's that simple.
That was like a flip and fold to me, like I've never seen. It's good.
Yeah, let's move on to the back, Brian. I want to go to the very back. Open this one up. It opens up real easy. There's not any resistance. It can go back on you, but there's a little indent. If you push it farther out, it actually stops and then it will not come back. But that is as far as it opens, which is good and bad. So if you're out on the trail, you may want it to swing a little bit wider, but if you're in a parking garage, this is probably about as far as you want it to go. It does have its accessory ready. It doesn't have any fold down stuff here.
Get some stats.
You get some stats. The rear opens pretty easy. You just pull it up. That's it. You just pull it up. It's real simple. So see how that compares to the Bronco. Moving over to the Bronco, same deal, opens from the same side, tires on the back, which is nice out on the trail, but it's a little, well, there's also this assist right here, not assist, but a shock that is keeping it from opening as easily, but it's also holding it in place, so there's that. You can stop it here, and it'll stay, but you can also push it all the way out, a little more room out on the trail, maybe you got your, who knows, you got your rooftop tent going, who knows, you may have, this is got an accessory on it, you may have your camp stove going, Brian. I mean, you could be making some...
And that's where this helps.
You could have some hand grind coffee, French press. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, with some flannel, you're in business. Now, how does the back open? You saw in the Jeep, I just opened it. This one I've actually got to, there's 2 levers in here. I've got to pull at the same time, push up. Well, and that's about it. So I can get a little bit more in. I mean, it is a soft top. It's not the direct comparison, but it is what it is, so. And then this one, pretty cool accessory. I'm sure you can get these on the Jeeps as well, but this one comes with it. Ford makes this one. It's got Bronco branded on it, but what this is basically a big safe. So you unlock it, opens up. Why do you need this? How could that come in handy? It's a soft top. You get the soft top down, you get the doors off, you parked in town, because that's where people are gonna be. They're gonna be in town driving the sucker. You can lock your stuff up. You can lock any goodies you got, laptop up, who knows, whatever you got, your iPad probably. You can lock it up. And it's safe, so pretty cool. With that, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the full review.